Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. We are going to do a fairly simple design today for this tumbler, and to start off I am just going to apply some tacket on my prepped tumbler. So I did sand and spray painted this black just as a base coat before I go in with my glitter and do the tacket method on this tumbler. Um, the glitter I am using today, unfortunately, the company where I got it went out, well, had to close their doors um, for some personal reasons. But you could do this with whatever color of glitter you would like. If you know me, you know I love my dark colors, my teals, my burgundies, and all those kinds of pretty dark colors. So the glitter I am using today has kind of a holographic tone to it, which is perfect for the tacket method, since when you do go in and rub in that glitter, it will look amazing at the end of it. So just make sure you have your tumbler completely covered, and you'll want even strokes of this glue all over your tumbler. And like I said, after I finish gluing my tumbler, I am going to be going in with my heat tool so that I can dry my tacket. And then after this, I am going to go in with a second coat after I dry my first coat, since I do want to make sure I have a complete coverage all over my tumbler before I go in with the glitter. So as you can see here, now I am going to grab my heat tool and then make sure that my tumbler is completely dry before I go in with that second coat of tacket glue. So this is the lovely glitter that I am using, and this color, oh my goodness, I just love these colors so much, and I love how this tumbler came out. So after we apply our glitter to the tumbler, we are just going to take our finger and rub that glitter in as best as we can. And obviously, before you rub it in, you do want to make sure you knock off the excess glitter just in case. Um, some of the glitter will start rubbing into those areas if you did miss anything when you go in with your finger, but you are always welcome to add a little bit more glitter and then rub it in just to make sure you have a complete coverage on your tumbler. So, um, after I glittered my bottom, just like that, look at that, that was so easy. um, you could add go in with the glitter and sprinkle it on the bottom. If you have a big enough pile of glitter like I did, you can just kind of dip your tumbler, the bottom of your tumbler, into that glitter and it will just cover itself. And I did run out of glitter for that, as you can see. So yes, after I finished glittering all of this, we're going to go in and rub it in. And after we rub in the glitter, I am going to apply a layer of epoxy. This is, I believe, a 20-ounce tumbler, or a 30-ounce to be honest. This tumbler, I've had it since I started making tumblers, and it had just glitter on it, and I didn't like how it looked, so I stripped it and just decided to go in a completely different direction with how I wanted to create. And I mean, come on guys, look at that shine. Ah, it's so pretty. So anyways, I applied my first layer of epoxy after I burnished that glitter in with my finger, and as you can see, I'm using one of those little finger protective glove thingies that I totally forget what it's called. um, so yeah, after we burnish it and knock off any excess glitter that we might have, I am going in with about 30 milliliters of epoxy, just so that we have a base to work from when we go in with our dotting tools. Yes, you heard that right. We are dotting today for the very first time. And let me tell you guys, I started this tumbler over so many times and it was kind of a pain in the booty. But I do love how it came out, even though I had to restart this tumbler like a bazillion times. And if you are new to dotting, like myself, you could always use pictures from not Instagram, from Pinterest. Well, I guess if you follow dotting artists on Instagram, you could use their images as inspiration as well. So I went onto Pinterest and I found a fairly simple design that I wanted to try. I obviously kind of messed up on mine because, like I said, I am a complete beginner at dotting, but I did enjoy the process of dotting and it was kind of relaxing. So, um, if you haven't tried it, I do recommend dotting. There's a lot of kits as well on Amazon that you can buy your dotting tools, and you could also use like stencils and all of that other stuff for your dotting. I kind of eyeballed it just off of what I saw on Pinterest on how the design was. Um, the design that I saw was kind of complex, and my design obviously isn't symmetrical like the professional dotting artists because it's just how it came out. But alright, so once our tumbler is ready to go, you want to choose paint colors that match or that you want to use, that coordinate with your tumbler, or just completely go for it. Use whatever colors you want. So here I am just going to place some acrylic paint onto some medicine cups and water them down. This is the image that I used as inspiration for my tumbler. I totally spaced and forgot to click record, but since I wanted my design somewhat symmetrical, I decided to put a line going down straight on my tumbler in a silver acrylic marker, which is no biggie because we can just remove that later with some alcohol. And as you can see here, I am just kind of referring to the picture and just kind of eyeballing the design. I did mess up a couple times, so I did use a Q-tip to either take off the paint or just kind of try to round out my dots because some of them were coming out a little lopsided. So, yeah, I just use a Q-tip or I use like a little sharp corner of one of my tools so that I could make sure that um, my dots were somewhat symmetrical in the way that I placed them. So as you can see here, I was trying to fix it and then I just kind of just took everything off, trying not to touch that white dot in the middle so that I could use that and just not have to completely start over for the 100th time. Like I said, I restarted this so many times before I ended up just drawing the line in the middle and just going for it. So at this point, it was just kind of like determination that made me finish the tumbler. And I am happy with it came out. Is there things that I would like to change? Yes, there are a couple things I would change. But for this being my first dotting tumbler, I think it came out pretty well in my opinion. So yeah, I am just going to use different sizes and just kind of eyeballing where I want my dots and just kind of fixing things that I am not happy with, or just kind of trying my best to not be so nitpicky about everything that I'm doing. At the end of this, I did like how the tumbler turned out. And I will leave you guys with some music so you guys won't have to hear me just ramble on and on and on and on. And yeah, so that's pretty much all you're doing for dotting, using different sizes, different colors of paints. And I will leave you guys with some music. Alright guys, so that was the dotting that I did on this tumbler. And this is just me going back in with a little bit of alcohol to remove that um, acrylic marker line. And you do want to make sure your paint is completely dry before doing this step, otherwise you're going to end up messing up your dots. Um, so after this, I just applied my last layer of epoxy and my tumbler was set to go. So I will see you guys on Wednesday's video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you guys would like to follow me on my social media, my handles will be at the end of the video. And just a friendly reminder, I am going to have a ready to ship sale on the 30th of September. So if you guys would like to know more information about that, you guys are welcome to follow me on my Instagram so that you guys never miss an update. Or if you guys want to see a little bit behind the scenes of what I will be having in my sale. Um, Other than that, that is all for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye!